Paul Fritschner here on GoXavier.com with head baseball coach Billy O'Connor. Billy, this is your first year taking over the program. What are you looking forward to in your first season?
I'm excited to get out there and play. We've been training for the past 5 or 6 months, and guys have been working hard and putting in the work to develop, and now is our chance to kind of go out there and really show what we've been working on over the past 5 or 6 months. So I know our guys are excited, our guys are hungry, and I'm the same to see them get out there and really perform.
You have 11 freshmen on this year's team, and they're going to have to replace a lot of key players from last year. What are you looking for out of them?
The biggest thing, and what I told them from the beginning, is baseball is not a sport where it's one-to-one replacement. In tennis, if you lose a certain player, they've got to be replaced by a player of equal value. With baseball, it's a team game. So to say that we're going to have a Zach Lowther on this year's team, to say that we're going to have a Rylan Bannon, a Garrett Schilling, a Greg Jackman, a Brad Kirshner, etc., it's tough to replace them one-to-one. But I think we have the right guys in place that we can kind of fill their holes as a team. And obviously we're going to miss those guys, but I think we're going to be in good shape with the guys we do have here.
You mentioned a lot of those pitchers that have left after last year's team, either to graduation or to the Major League Baseball draft. What are you looking for out of the pitching staff this year, having to replace all those guys?
Yeah, it's going to be the challenge. That's the unknown for sure. I know we have the right guys to do it, but there's a lot of guys that are unproven, and unproven in the sense that they haven't pitched in a Division I game. So, this first weekend we're going to throw probably 5, 6, 7 guys that are going to get their first college appearance against Florida State, one of the best programs in the country. So, that they have the ability to do it, they have the talent to do it. It's going to come down to how do they react in a pressure situation in front of 5,000 fans, in front of a hostile crowd against a really talented team. But, we know that they have the right abilities and they have the right makeup. It's about them going out there and doing it now.
So you mentioned a lot of that experience. The pitching staff is going to have to be replaced, but in the field you have a lot of returning guys. Who are you most excited to see make a leap from last year to this year?
I think Will LaRue would be the one guy that, he had such a slow start to last year and really stayed with it and had an unbelievable second two-thirds of the season last year. Unfortunately, he's going to be on the shelf for us for a couple weeks with an injured finger, but I'm excited to see him get a full year of what he figured out towards the end of last year. Same thing with Joe Gellenbeck. I think he's one of the most unheralded superstars in a lot of ways in college baseball. The kid's had 25 home runs over the past 2 years, and coming back and, he's worked, he's gotten stronger, he's gotten better. To see what he's going to be able to do this year, I'm really excited for that. And then Connor Grammis too. As good of a year as Connor had last year, he still had some freshman moments where he gave some ABs away and went through some slumps. And he's an incredibly talented hitter. He's an incredibly talented player. So I think for him to go out there and really string a full season together of having that maturity of being a sophomore now, I'm excited to see the numbers that he's going to produce.
Now, for you personally, you played here at Xavier. You've been an assistant coach here for a while at Xavier. Now you're the head coach. What does that mean to you? How excited are you to finally take the reins of this program?
It's exciting, but for me, head coach, assistant coach, player, we're all pulling in the same direction. Sure, at the end of the day, it's my name on the win and loss a little bit more so as a head coach, but this is a group effort from a staff standpoint. This is a group effort from a team standpoint. So everybody pulls their own weight. I'm going to have some different responsibilities now as a head coach, but I'm surrounded by really talented coaches, really talented players, and they're going to make my job as easy as possible. So, I'm excited to get out there and see what we're capable of.
So one last question, Coach. You won back-to-back regular season or Big East tournament championships to go to the NCAA tournament. What's the biggest thing for you to be able to three-peat this year?
I think it's going to come down to how quickly our freshman pitchers can mature. I think we've got the offense and the defense to really be successful. And like I said, I know we have the right pieces on the mound. It's going to be who's going to step up, who's going to show that they're ready to really step in and fill some of the holes that we lost after the pitchers graduated and were drafted last year. I think that's going to determine our success more than anything. I have all the confidence in the world that we've got the right kids and the right people to do it. But like I said, it's a matter of going out there and doing it.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck this year.